As scores of angry women gather some meters away from the crime scene, an uncompleted building very close to the residence of one of the suspects and 100 meters away from the home of the 10-year-old boy who was killed. This uncompleted building here is the crime scene where the incident itself happened. Now, according to a charge sheet from the police, the suspects actually used concrete blocks, and that we're told they used to hit the deceased many times. We also told that they used a club, and the club which was taken from an axe is still here. So here you see the shallow grave, which is here, which was dug by, allegedly dug by the two suspects, and then the concrete blocks, we're told, they used in hitting the head of the deceased many times. I've been interacting with uncle of the deceased.
So we are appealing to the government to come to our aid for what has just happened to our sister and her child. In fact, the children are calling themselves as juvenile, but they are old. If they can do...
How did you know they are old?
Yeah, okay, yeah, so... yes, that day here, one was telling... Nicholas was saying he's 19 years. And Anani's father confirmed Anani is 18 years. So I don't see this morning I've heard that they are saying the children are 15, 16 years. They are not 15, 16 years. They are 18 and 19 years. Okay. So a legal action must be taken against them.
Okay, I've seen the charge sheet. One of them on the charge sheet stated that it's 18 and the other, they said 16 years.
Yeah.
But you... The family so aggrieved about this, and we've heard threats that if they are released by the police and justice is not served, you pick matters into your own hands.
No two ways about that. No two ways about that. No two ways about that. Because my sister is staying with them here, closely to them. He has been doing better things to them. So I don't see the reason why this dirty thing should be done against my sister. So the Nicholas' father, who did the marvelous job, his younger son, junior brother to Nicholas, came and reported the case to his father by saying, I've seen my brother and his colleague doing something to Ishmael as far as this uncompleted is concerned. So the father immediately waked up, he came to the room, then he saw blood with blocks. He started digging the hole which was already dug by those guys who killed the child. This is the hole which they dug. And according to them, they've already finished digging the hole before killing the boy. You see, so they buried him, and the father who came and found the boy buried saw the hand of the boy, so he shouted, and people came and helped him before they saw it clearly that it was Ishmael, my sister's son. So they brought him out, lying here, where we are here now. Okay. So Ishmael, so you can see behind this, my sister, the blood. Okay. Yeah, this is the blood. So the father, they brought Ishmael out from the place where they buried him outside here. So before I came. So when I came and met my sister's son lying here. So about 10-15 minutes time, then the peace officers came. There they came and took the corpse as well as those two notorious boys.
What kind of boy was the deceased? What kind of person?
Yeah, Ishmael is a very good boy. Yeah, and he has friends. And you see, living within your colleagues, you can never tell your son or your daughter not to have friends. You see, because maybe you, the parents of the boy, may not be at home. Something may happen to the boy because you've told him or you've warned people not to be close to your son or your daughter. No, nobody can do something to you. So he's very free with everybody here. Okay. And you see, the boy by the name Anani and his younger brothers, they've been going to my sister, helping them, food and everything.
What class was Ishmael?
Ishmael is in class 4.
Class 4? Yeah. Which school?
no, the school is at Kasoa itself, because my sister sells food at Kasoa Market. So the children are schooling closer to the place where my sister is doing her business.
A lot of people have described him as an intelligent child.
Of course, he's very, very intelligent. Even when he was called, he was in the room going through his laptop when they came for him. And he left before they came and did this job to him. So it's very, very bad.
Okay.
It's very, very, very bad. So we are again appealing to the government that we'll be very happy if we will hear that they've taken the boy to maybe life imprisonment or something like that. We'll be very, very happy. But we are still doing our investigation. When I hear that they've sent the boys to maybe Abofraboni or something like that, it will pain me. It will pain me, because the legal action we are expecting for the government to take against those boys hasn't been taken.
Aggrieved family members and friends of the deceased are gathered here, waiting for the body to arrive for burial. Some of them we've been speaking to here describe 10-year-old Ishmael as a very intelligent child. Many of them have been eulogizing him. I've been speaking to another uncle of Ishmael. His name is Alhassan Akeli, and he has more to say about the deceased.
Very, very intelligent. One thing about him I always remember is the big smile in his face. When you see him, as soon as you mention his name, just give you a smile. Ishmael is a cool guy. Yeah. It's very, very painful to hear this. Well, it's hard, but what will you do? It has happened already. So we just have to take it like that. Let's see the way forward. Not at all. Not at all. Even if juveniles, just look at the acts, the crime that they committed. Even an adult, when you look way back in our days, 20 years is up. You dare not watch a corpse. And these kids were able to create how do I even say it? They were able to commit this gruesome murder. This is unpardonable, honestly. They are not juveniles at all. Any the account of the father of, or maybe let's say the grandfather of him, the other guy, Nicholas, he was saying the guy, he was born around 2002, thereabout. So per the calculation, you can see he's even above 18 years. What we want is justice, nothing but justice. But looking at recent happenings in this country, we only hope that the institutions will be on their feet. You know, the father doesn't live here. His father lives in Oti region, Kwanta. Okay. So he's been bothering the mother. He's been asking the mother, when would the father come here? So the mother was fed up, and he asked Ishmael himself to pick phone and then call. So he actually called his father to come and spend some few days with them. So the father, he kept postponing the days until this Easter holidays. So the son, Ishmael took phone and called his father that they are on break. So these few days, he wants him to come and spend the days with them. So the father kept postponing. Even the day he promised to come, he couldn't come. Even on his daddy, he was disappointed. So until the next day, the father arrived on Saturday, 6:30, early in the morning. But the Ishmael was still asleep. The mother woke him and he refused to wake up. So as soon as he heard his father's voice, then he woke up straight. So the father said, okay. He himself asked the father, he went to tell his mother that, no, my father is in. So, okay, you asked him to come, he has come, so what will you offer your father? So he went to his mother and said, okay, then I'll offer him tea. So do tea for my father. And the mother prepared it for them all to drink. So after that, the father went to relax. And then the next thing happened. So she didn't believe it. She actually wanted to come and witness it, but we didn't allow her outside. Because when she witnessed it, I don't think we can handle her. So you could sense that Ishmael himself, the spirit wanted the father to come and then witness what happened.
He's my grandmother's son. Very intelligent. He don't want any problem. He's just a free guy. The guys he was with, those who killed him, he was very free with them. I don't know the reason why they just have this kind of mind to just murder him without any reason or something. Even if you want to murder someone, it shouldn't be him. You people even eat at his house. Whatever you want, he give it to you. He have laptops and other things. You go there to play it with him. I don't know what kind of thing that came into their mind for them to do such thing. And this case, we don't want them to leave it. The only thing we want is that they should send it ahead. They shouldn't bring them out and say, oh, they've gone for 2 years or something. No. if possible, if not because they are saying they are kids, what kind of kids that will have this mental thing in their head, that this mentality? With the court issue that they are bringing, we don't want it. There is no court. It's either they should be sentenced to death as well, or they should be in life imprisonment. That's what we want. They should be in prison for life. We don't want them outside there, because if we see them, it won't be better for them.
One of his brother mentioned his name that he did it. Yeah. One of Anani's brother mentioned Anani's name that he did it. Oh, Ishmael is a humble boy. Even he play with my senior brother, one of my son called Godfred. Yeah. So he's a humble guy. He's a humble guy. And he's an intelligent boy because of, Ishmael around this area. Yeah. As for me, I was very angry that time. So what I can say is they should do something. Because if you see Anani and Daniko here again, something different will happen here. Yeah, that's what I can say, because of they are very wicked people. And if they leave them or give them some small years to go and come here again, that time they, I think, say maybe any area more happy. But if they go and come here again, it will make a difficult thing here.
According to police, prior to the incident, the two accused persons have for some time been watching television programs with spiritualists talking about the ability to make people wealthy. The two are said to have contacted a spiritualist in the Volta region who asked for an amount of 5,000 cedis and human body parts for the rituals. They therefore armed themselves with a club, cement block and laid siege at an uncompleted building. They lured the boy by saying they wanted to sell him a video game. The initial plan, according to police, was to kidnap the boy and demand a ransom of 5,000 cedis. When the suspect realized this would be a difficult task, they used a club to hit the neck of the deceased and then hit his head with concrete blocks, killing him instantly.